What's up, guys? Welcome to Sterling on Cinemas, and that's Cinemas with an S. And today I'll be giving you my review on Fruitvale Station. Before I begin, if you're new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, watch. So, what is the synopsis for Fruitvale Station? It centers on Oscar Grant, 22-year-old black man who spent time in San Quentin, however, is now trying to live a clean life, trying very hard to live a clean life to support his girlfriend and young daughter. Flashbacks reveal the last day in Oscar's life in which he accompanied his family and friends to San Francisco to watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve. However, on the way back, Oscar becomes swept up in an altercation with an old enemy and police that ends in tragedy. Now, Fruitvale Station, how do I feel about the story? Ryan Coogler's directorial debut wasn't as moving as the other films. I'm gonna be totally honest. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't better than his other films, but it was a great start. It's an independent film. It's not one of the mainstream. It's not like some of his mainstream directions. But throughout the story, we can see just how much changed in Oscar's life compared to his time in prison. Although he was struggling to get his job back or gaining some type of employment, and he was still unable to pay the bills. But there isn't a lot that occurs in the film. It's not. It feels pretty slow to me because the story focuses on leading up to the incident at Fruitvale Station on January 1st, 2009 at 1 in the morning. The altercation between Oscar and his friends and the police is the closest thing to George Floyd. Now I'm going to say this. What Oscar Grant and George Floyd have in common here, I love this comparison because just listen. Now Oscar Grant, like he's not just a regular homeboy. He's pretty good to people in his community. Like his time in prison, that was in the past. But like at this time, he was good. He was to people in his community. He had good friends. He was out having a good time, but then he was falsely accused of starting this fight. I mean, the person that met with him on the train, that confronted him on the train that he used to know in prison, like he pretty much started it, but he responded, yes. But the other guy that he was talking to took the first swing. So this is still one of the few instances where police officers would just find excuses to do something to you, like if you're black. And also, this was brief. I know if you've seen this movie, you caught this, but the officer had the knee on Oscar's neck. Now, that's not how he died. That's not how he died. He died from a bullet in the back. But that is that right there is still something that makes this the closest thing to the George Floyd incident. Now, we get it. First of all, we get similar things such as the assumption. Like I said, we get things such as the assumption towards Oscar being a suspect and the situation ending in tragedy, just as it did with George. The death of Oscar Grant was a tragic loss that was bound to get a big screen exposure to the world on how huge this issue is still in our country and in Black America. Now, the characters. Like I said, even though Oscar Grant is an ex-con, he is not your average everyday homeboy from the hood. We have seen him do random acts of kindness throughout the film. We saw him take care of a stray dog that eventually got ran over, but he pulled him to the side, helped a white woman figure out how to fry a fish she wanted to buy from the store, and he helped a woman who was pregnant shortly before getting back on the train. These acts of compassion show the kind of person who he is and that he was not who he was back in San Quentin Penitentiary. Knowing Oscar's heart and to see him die at the hands of some police officers, nevertheless, makes us even more pissed because it also goes to show that even police officers still choose to see our color as a skin color, our skin color as a weapon rather than a wonderful trait that has a lot of value. That doesn't mean black people are better. No, it doesn't. There is no them versus us. That's not how I see it. That's not how it should be seen. There is no them versus us. There should be no partiality amongst our people. Now, like I said, we are a very influencing race. We have impacted a lot of different cultures. Like, there are a lot of different races, rappers from different races. Like, that's how powerful our culture is. But like I said, these officers in this movie choose to see Oscar's skin color and his friends as a weapon rather than a wonderful trait. It is sad to see his friends, his family, and his community witness his death on New Year's Day. On New Year's Day. How ironic is that? Like, New Year's Day, like, that's supposed to be start a completely new year. And the first thing we got was the death of an unarmed black man and a father. Rotten Tomatoes gives Fruitvale Station a 94% score. Now, like I said, Fruitvale Station was okay. It was one of those movies where it was okay as a whole, but has touching moments, sad moments, and memorable direction by Ryan Coogler. This is his first movie. Before he did Creed and before he did Black Panther and Black Panther 2. But this will go down as one of the most memorable directorial debuts ever in cinema history. So I will give it 6.5 SOs out of 10. That's my rating for it. So that is my review on Fruitvale Station. You can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And thank you for that man who commented. Thank you for commenting on that video and Get Out, on encouraging me to watch this. Thank you. Like I said, it was okay, but it had great direction by Ryan Coogler. So if you've seen it, you can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys later for my next video. Bye.